What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So excited that you're here. Today we are going to talk about home gyms and how to go about building one. I've been building mine for a few years and I just thought I'd give you my number one thing that I would buy if I were going to start it all over. So stick around. I'll see you in a second. Guys, first things first, if you're not subscribed already, please go ahead and click that subscribe button down here, and that would just mean so much to me, so please do that. And then let's get into the talk. I've been building my home gym since about 2016. It was one of the things I knew that I wanted to do when we started house hunting. I wanted to have a garage that was big enough to fit a garage and a home gym. So I wanted to be able to fit like tools or a parked car or something on this side, and then my gym on this side. And that was just one of the things I had to have. The first thing I bought for my gym back in 2016 was a barbell, and I think I had up to like 200 pounds worth of weight to go with that barbell, so plenty of weight for where I was at the time, and that's all I had. And then I bought a couple planks of plywood, laid them down in the garage so I didn't break anything dropping the weights on the floor, and that was it. I didn't even have a squat rack. We used, what are those things called? Is that what they're called? Are they called sawhorses? Google. Yes, that's what they're called. Just those two pieces of plywood and a couple of sawhorses to hold it up in case I wanted to do squats. Don't believe me? Look at this video of my wife. She's gonna hate that I put this on there. Look at this video of my wife that I took in 2016 using the sawhorses. But it occurred to me that a barbell may not have been the best place to start for most people. Where I was at the time, it's exactly what I wanted, and I went and I got it. But over the past few years, I've been learning a whole bunch of different ways to train, for better and for worse, that maybe don't include a barbell, but utilize something else. And I think that I've come up with a couple of good starter options for your home gym depending on your goals and your budget. Let's talk about those couple of things. And since I've already mentioned the barbell, let's start there. So number one's the barbell. I would invest in a quality barbell, especially if you're gonna plan on working out in your gym and it's gonna be open to the air and stuff like that. So something that's like a Cerakote bar, something that's not just zinc plated, something that has bearings and not just washers, and something that's very low maintenance but high quality. So you're looking to spend maybe 300 bucks or less on a barbell. You could probably find a really decent one for about 200 bucks on Amazon, and it'll last you a couple of years, if not more than that, provided that you take care of it. Now, barbells are great. They're not super expensive, but they're not super cheap, and you can use them for a lot of things. You can squat, you can press, you can lunge, you can do all kinds of stuff, and develop pretty much your entire body with just a barbell. And granted, it's anywhere from 25 to 45 pounds, but you don't need much more weight than that. The downside is it's hard to work one arm at a time. You're not really working your body unilaterally. You're working strictly bilaterally, so you're using both your legs or both your arms at the same time. So is this how I would start my gym over again? No, but it is a great starting point. That's where I started my gym, and it was great. I loved it. It was fantastic. I did everything I needed to do, but it's not the way I would do it now, knowing what I know. Since a barbell was the first thing I got, I thought, what do most people go and get out of any sporting goods store or Target or whatever? They go and they get a pull-up bar that goes in the door, right? One of those ones that just kind of like swings in, and then you got all the different like grips on it and stuff. And as you saw in a previous video I had, bodyweight movements can get you really fit. I'll link it right up here. I talk about who needs it and why you need it and how you can do it. And then I've got another video that's got 33 bodyweight movements you can do inside your house, and I'll link that one right here. But if you can't do a pull-up, it doesn't really help you. Then you gotta go and buy bands, or you gotta go and buy a box, or you gotta find something to help you and assist you to do these things. If a pull-up is what you're trying to do, if that's your number one goal, then maybe a pull-up bar is exactly what you need to get. But if I were starting my gym over again, it's not the way I would go. So moving forward into something that I think a lot of people are really excited to try and use for the first time is a cardio device. So I'm talking like a treadmill, a rower, an air bike. Now, a treadmill, don't even bother. Go outside, run, it's better for you anyways. They're dumb. Sorry. Former distance runner, I've got a whole vendetta against treadmills. Second thing I said there was the rower. It is great for establishing cardiovascular endurance. You can do sprints on it. You can do long distance. You can sit there and do steady state training. You can do nasal breathing. You can really, really, really improve your health overall with just a rower. The caveat to that is they're kind of expensive. Now, if you go and you get a cheaper one, you're gonna get what you paid for. You might as well go and get the best of the best, get a Concept 2 or get a water rower, and really get the most bang for your buck. You need something that's going to last, you need something that's easy to maintain, and you need something that has a high quality build. Concept 2 is the one that I have. I use it all the time. It is great, it's fantastic. It's not the most updated one. There's like 3 or 4 versions better. This one does everything that I need and more. The other thing I mentioned was an air bike. You can find these for pretty cheap, but they're gonna be old, like from the 70s or 80s. They're gonna be fairly well used. Mine has a monitor on it that doesn't work. It does tell me my RPMs or how fast my pedals are going, but that's about it. It's not really that useful to get as your first piece of equipment. Don't get me wrong, these are all great pieces of equipment, but maybe not what you should get for the first piece of equipment. Am I gonna get a rower? No. Am I gonna get an air bike? I didn't even know what those were when I was starting out, and I don't particularly care for them now. They're really tough. But I probably wouldn't get that either because cardio is not my personal goal. If cardio is your goal, these might be great options for you. The fourth thing I have on my list is a kettlebell. Now they sell these super cheap in like a Ross or a TJ Maxx or something. You can get a set of 3 for like a 5, a 10, and a 15 pound. But I find that most people outgrow those ones really quickly and it's still kind of limited, right? You can swing them, you can put them overhead, but they're gonna smash into your wrist and I don't know. I have my own thing with that, I guess. It's really great for animal flow work that's become super popular in the last 2 to 3 years. I'm just not a big kettlebell guy. Don't get me wrong, again, a great piece of equipment, just not the way I would go if I were redoing my gym. The fifth item I've got on here is med balls and slam balls. These are fantastic for cardio, for high intensity interval training. If you're just trying to sweat and move and burn some calories and maybe lose some weight, these are great. They're so much fun and they're really, really great if you have a slam ball specifically to get some aggression out. If you're trying to be more explosive or you're trying to work specifically on your core and add something into that sit-up routine that maybe you found on YouTube, this is a great tool for that. If you have shoulder instability issues, this is a great tool for that. It's just not the first thing I would get if I were starting my home gym. The last thing I have is dumbbells. Guys, this would be my choice. This would be my number one option to get if I were starting my gym all over again. I would get like a pair of 25s or 20s and I would go to town doing every movement I could think of with 1 and then with 2 dumbbells, right? Because not only do I have 20 pounds, but I can make it 40 pounds real quick, right? And then if I move slower, that ups the intensity. If I move faster, I can do more volume. If I use them for hollow holds and things, that's an isometric contraction. That adds intensity to that. I can even swing them like a kettlebell. I can bench press them like a barbell. I can use them as rows and things to work on my pulls, so I don't need a pull-up bar. I've got everything I need to make myself a very, very fit human by using just dumbbells. So dumbbells would be the place I would start over. That is my favorite piece of equipment right now because of its versatility and how it aligns with my personal fitness goals. It may not be what you would start with, but that's the great thing about having goals. We all have different goals. Oh, speaking of, if you didn't catch my video last week, Whoopee. It's the new way to set goals. It's got SMART goals in there. It's a great piece to add to your goal setting plan. So set up 2020 really well for yourself and smash some goals. I'd love to hear what you got in there. That would be really cool. Find me on Twitter and shoot me a tweet and let's start a conversation. Guys, that's it. That's all I got. That's everything. That's how I would start my gym over again. Dumbbells. If you agree, if you disagree, I'd love to hear why down in the comments. So please Get some activity going on down there. Comment, like, subscribe, do all the things that other YouTubers ask you to do, but do it on my channel. That'd be great. I'd really appreciate that. And I'll see you in the next one. Later. For some reason, I really like getting close to the lens. I just think it looks really cool, and it makes everything in the background much blurrier. But I don't really have a reason to do this. I don't have a reason to get this close and like stare at you. I see you. Thank you for making it this far in the video. I really do appreciate you. You're actually my favorite viewer. So for that, I think you should give me a thumbs up. What do you think? Yeah, good job. You click that thumbs up. Click it hard. All right, say bye, baby. Say bye.